After having put thousands of hours into maxing not only a normal Ironman account, but also a hardcore Ironman account, I set myself a goal to be the first person in Runescape to max all 3 Ironman game modes. I'm now attempting to tackle one of Oldschool's most difficult challenges, maxing an Ultimate Ironman. This is my road to maxing every Ironman mode. Hello everybody, welcome to episode number 67 of the Ultimate Ironman series. In the last one, I was doing some pest control. I got myself 99 fletching and also 92 prayer. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing is moving into Herblore. I have a ton of herbs just saved up from doing these runs over time. I need to figure out the way I want to go through using all of these. Normally I just take all of them out, go over to the NPC in Narda, and pay the GP to make them all into unfinished pots at the same time. But there's certain herbs like the Avantos, I need to collect the Mortmire fungus, and for the Snapdragons I need to collect the red spider eggs. All the other herbs I already have the secondaries for, so I can just sit in a bank and use those. But for these two, I need to have as much inventory space open as possible. So I think the way I'm going to handle this is I'm going to be using the herbs up first that I don't care about. So like I don't need any more attack potions. I already have 1600 of them. So I'm going to make all of them into attack pots and just drop them as I'm making them. But for the Avantos and the Snapdragon, I want to make sure I'm at the GE so I can keep these potions. So I'm just going to get rid of all the ones I don't need first. Also, really quickly, if you're on my channel for the first time and you end up enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out a ton while also getting me closer to my goal of 100k. Really quick before I go and get a new looting bag, I just wanted to show you guys what all these herbs and secondaries look like next to each other. After farming all of these for so long, it looks so cool having them all just set up like this. So originally I said that I was only going to be doing one herb at a time. I decided to go with 2 this time since it's only going to take up 1 more inventory slot down here, and it means less time having to come up here and make unfinished potions. So I decided to go with my Irits and my Lantidimes first. As usual, it's going to cost a lot of GP for me to make all of these into unfinished potions. I think with all the herbs I have, it's going to cost me a total of around 3 mil for all of them. I'm going to be doing my Irits first though, so I need to go and buy the Eyes of Newts. I decided I'm going to be making these potions up here at the farming guild as well, since when I'm done making all of these, I can just go straight over to a Spory and take out all the potato cactus I need to make my Lantidimes next. I need to make 1,640 of these, which is going to be 164k XP, so it should take me around 40 minutes. There's the end of the attack potions. So now I'm going to go on to using my Lantidimes to make magic potions, which are like 172.5 XP each. There we go, level 92 herb, halfway to level 99. Shout out to WCK Veteran. I'm running into a bunch of people here at the farming guild, and it's pretty cool having these conversations. So shout out to this guy. Just going to continue making the potions. I still have 1,200 left to go. So there's another herb completed, 463k XP gained, still 400k away from the next level. So the next one I'm going to be using are my Catentines, and I'm also going to be taking out my Avantos here. I was thinking about doing the Corms. I have 1,500 more limps than I do Corms, so if I end up taking those out, I'm still going to have 1,500 left over in my inventory, so that would be 1 less inventory spot for when I do my Avantos. So I'm going to save my Corms for later. The only reason I'm taking my Avantos out with the Catentines right now is because once I finish these, I'm going to be doing the Avantos next, and I figured it would save me a trip up to the NPC in Narda. Alright, so same deal with these. I have my Avanto pots all the way down in the bottom corner, and I have everything I need already just to sit here and make them, so I'll see you guys back in probably like another 30 minutes or so. And there is another potion out of the way. So now at this point, it's going to be kind of annoying. Making these super energies is going to be a pretty freaking tedious process. I haven't shown it for a long time. I think the last time I made these was probably, honestly, maybe even a year ago. So if you guys hadn't watched my whole series, you might not have seen that. There is a few things I need to set up before I start doing it though. I'm going to try my best to explain this without making it too confusing. So the first thing here is I have a hammer in my inventory. The only reason I have this hammer is so I have an even amount of items in my inventory. That way I can make an even amount of potions. I won't have any left over in secondaries or potions. So the first thing I do is teleport to the BKR fairy ring, and I go and I stand right here on this spot, and I just cast Bloom and pick up all of the Mortmire fungus, and I do this until my inventory's full. One thing I completely forgot about since I haven't done this for so long is since I have the Mori hard diary completed, I actually get double fungus when I pick them from the logs. So having that hard diary done pretty much makes this 2 times as fast. Once I have a full inventory, I'm going to use the Grand Exchange teleport. Then I'm going to run up here, and there is a square here. I can't really remember where it is. I'm going to look after I'm done recording this clip, but there's a square you can stand at like to be the furthest away from the bank. What I'm going to do now is drop 11 fungus since I have 22 open inventory spaces. Once this inventory is made, I'm going to go ahead and go over to this guy and make them into 1 dose potions.
and then I'm going to pick up all the fungus I had on the floor, and since there's exactly 11 here, I'll be able to withdraw exactly 11 more unfinished potions, since that's the amount of empty spaces I have left in my inventory. Then I'm just going to make the rest of these, go over to this guy, decant him again, and pretty much repeat the entire process. It's very, very tedious to do. One thing I did think about when doing this is having my amylase in the bottom of my inventory, like I could say where my hammer is, and say I'm at this point right here, I could just make them into staminas and note the staminas. I'm not going to be doing that because it just makes the process that more tedious. I'm just going to wait until I'm done with all of my super energies and just AFK making them into staminas later on. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have no idea how many of these I can do per hour, so I do not know how long this is going to take. I'll keep track of though, just to let you guys know, probably time an hour doing this as fast as I can, and I'll just see you guys back whenever it's over. If I had to take an estimate right now, I'd say it's definitely going to take me over 5 to 6 hours to do. I'm really close to being halfway done making all of these, but that's level 93 herb. I did also keep track of the hour like I was mentioning I was going to, and completely paying attention here and pretty much trying as hard as I can for a full hour. I got 700. So in order to get through all of these, it's probably going to take about 7 hours. I'm just going to add a little bit more time because I know for sure over time I'm not going to keep the max amount I can get. 13,641 super energy, 1 doses. I'm going to go ahead and make these into 4 doses now since that's how I'm going to be making my stamina potions. Before I also mentioned that there's a tile you can stand on to be the furthest away from the bank. It's this one right here. It's pretty far. Like this distance between the bank is kind of crazy that you can even use this. Next thing up though, like I said, is making the stamina, so I need to go get my amylase out of Aspori. I'm going to get 102 XP per pot since I made them into 4 doses. It's really AFK to do. The only thing I really have to pay attention to here and make sure I don't mess up is every time I finish an inventory and I go to turn them into 1 doses, I have to drop my super energy 4 doses. If I don't do that, it's going to turn those into 1 doses as well, and it's going to take a lot of GP away from me. Up to a total of 1.5 million herb XP gained, and I'm 100k off of level 94, which I will definitely be getting from the next potion I make. 21,000 stamina 1 doses. I'm going to go ahead and make these into 4 doses now. So I have 5,291 staminas. I'm kind of curious on even how much GP this is. So almost 30 million staminas. There's no way I'm ever going to need this many for anything that I can think of. But I wanted to keep them nonetheless, just for a cool stack in my looting bag. Next thing I'm going to be making, though, are my super strength potions. I think I mentioned this before, but I don't really need the strength potions for anything. So I'm just dropping them in the bank over here. I still have 600 left to make, but that's 94 herb. I'm not going to be able to get to 95. I think I have maybe like 400 to 500k more XP since I only have my Snapdragons left after this, but it won't take too long to finish these last 600. Now that all my super strengths are made, I need to go and get myself a looting bag so I can store all of the extra stuff I have in my inventory, and then I'm going to head on to doing the final potion, which are going to be the Snapdragons, and making those into super restores. Now on to the final potion, the method I'm going to be using to make my super restores and to get my red spider eggs. I have some of these already, just so I can make sure I remembered how to do this correctly. So the first thing I'm going to do is teleport to my house, and I've placed my house in Relica. The reason I have this up here is because in order to spawn the Spidings, which is a monster you kill to get the noted red spider eggs, you have to use a red spider egg and also a raw sardine on the altar in the Tower of Life. And there's a fishmonger up here I can run to, and I'm going to be buying 11 total sardines, since that's going to be half of my inventory. After that, I'm going to teleport to the Grand Exchange, just because it's a really close and convenient bank to use, and I'm going to note 11 of my spider eggs here. Then teleport to the monastery and run over to the Tower of Life. And then I just click on this altar here to spawn them and kill them for the spider eggs they drop. They drop between 3 and 6 spider eggs noted each time. I can't remember how many I get per hour off the top of my head. I think the last time I did this, I was getting about 1,000. So if that's the case, it's going to take me about 3 hours to get the amount I need. I wasn't quite 1,000 per hour. I was getting more around like 650 to 700. I think the 1,000 rates I was thinking of were when I did this on my hardcore and normal Ironman. Thankfully, though, at this point, I have all of the supplies I need to finish making these final potions. And as mentioned before, I want to keep these on my account. So as I make them, I'm just going to be making them into 1 doses. Alright, you know, I wasn't going to do it, but whatever. A quick shout out to 97 Resign Run. So that is another 400,000 herb XP added to the total. So from all of the herbs I had from the start of the video, I gained almost 2.2 million herb XP. And I'm also a little bit over halfway between 94 and 95. So really far off, but overall the XP was pretty good. I still have all my Toadflex seeds and all my Renar seeds to go as well. So I got a total of 2,118 4-dose super restores on top of the 5,200 staminas. I don't really know what I'll use these for other than when I do the Song of the Elves quest and I need to use my brews. I could use them as spray pots, but I have all those Renar seeds and I'm going to be making prayer potions anyway. So just like with the staminas, it's more to just have them in my looting bag. That is going to do it for this video though. I think the other one was like 5 days ago, so it hasn't been too long. Usually, as you guys know, these take like 2 weeks to put out. And the whole thing was herb, so I hope you guys still found this one enjoyable, even though I pretty much made potions for the entire thing. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to be doing now is getting my mining up to 98. I'm not going to go straight to 99 since I'm still going to be getting mining XP from doing 99 rune craftings. I'm just going to have to calculate out how much XP I'm going to get from doing that, and that's the amount of mining XP I'll stop at. Per usual, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in that next one.